Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new, it's Libby. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, so I figured today would be a nice, easy sit-down video. I got back from vacation and then got back into work, and then after that I ended up getting a head cold, so it's finally going away, so bear with me. So today I have 13 books that I would like to read before the end of the year. I know my reading has not been the best this year, but that's okay. But if I can get to these 13, or at least half of them, that will be great. So I'm going to start off with this stack over here, and then we'll go and over here. And some of these have been on hopefuls this year already, and I just haven't gotten to them yet. So hopefully in the colder months I'll be able to get to these books. The first book I have is A Fellowship of Bakers and Magic by Jan J. Penner. I don't know too much about this one. All I know is it's a cozy fantasy. When I went to Barnes & Noble, the bookstore, the cover caught my attention. So the tagline says, "She doesn't need to have magic in order to be magic." So I've been excited to read this since, and hopefully I can get to it soon, because the second book is about books, if I'm not mistaken. So I have that one. Then I have Phantasma by Kylie Smith. Again, all I know about this one is a fantasy romance, and I've heard really good things about this one, and I'm excited to read it. Hopefully I can get to it in October after I finish my current reads. So I have two Ali Hazelwoods on this list. So one came out in the summer and one came out in October, so we'll get to the October one in a little while. But the one that came out this summer was Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. Again, I don't know too much about this one. All I know is our main characters are attending a wedding. This one follows Maya, and she's the younger sister. This is a companion to Not in Love. And she's the younger sister of, what's his name? The main male character in Not in Love, I'm blinking. But she's the younger sister to him, and he is getting married in this novel. So I'm excited to read this book. And I've heard it's fast, so I'm excited to read it. Maybe, who knows, maybe in October I'll get to it. I have a Vancouver Storm novel, and it's the fourth one. That's Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer. I binged the first three earlier this year and loved them, so I'm excited to get to Gloves Off. Book 5 comes out next year at some point. I'm not exactly sure when, but this follows Georgia and Lexi, so I'm excited to read this one and go from there. I also have Assistant to the Villain, Apprentice to the Villain, excuse me. This is book 2. Book 1 is Assistant to the Villain, and this one takes place where the first one leaves off, so I really can't say too much. And yeah, so I have this one on my list. The other Ali Hazelwood book that I have on my list is Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This just came out in October of this year, and I'm excited to read it. I read the first chapter, and I can already tell the banter between our two main characters are going to be crazy. So once I finish my current read, which I'm hoping to finish that today, I'm going to jump back into Mate by Ali Hazelwood and get this read. Can't really, it's a companion novel, so this one we follow Serena Paris, and we met her in book 1. We also met Cohen in book 1 as well, so really can't say too much because we learn what Serena is in book 1, so I'm excited to see where this relationship goes. And I have The Geographer's Map to Romance by India Holton. Yes, there's an India Holton on here, and I'm excited to read it. So this one we follow The Marriage of Convenience. Okay, so that's interesting. Is an expert in magic disasters. We're gonna find out when we get to it. I also have The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. We are on book 5, and I have book 3 on board to read, and 5. This is a Christmassy one. Book 5 is also a Christmassy one. I can't remember what book 4 is, so I'm gonna try and read this one soon so I can get my hands on book 5 and go from there. But these are fast, small town romances of Dream Harbor, and this one we're following Kira, who supposedly hates Christmas, and she ends up buying the Christmas Tree Farm. And then we have Bennett, who is on vacation in Dream Harbor, and he is our main character's brother from book 1. Can't remember her name. Jenny, I think. Main character's brother from book 1. And we do see Bennett in book 1 quite often. So yeah, her name's Jenny. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Janie. So, and Ben is her older brother. So that's his story. And we'll see if I end up liking this one. I've heard mixed things about this one. So, the last paperback I have is a chunky one. And that is Quicksilver, because book 2 comes out this year, if I'm not mistaken. I have not yet read Quicksilver because it is huge, and I'm a little intimidated, but I would like to try and get to this before the end of the year. It says, dead tagline on the back, do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate. So, yeah, I'm gonna see where this goes. I have a new release by Sarah Beth Durst, and that is The Enchanted Greenhouse. I don't know too much about this one because I haven't read it yet. This is a companion to The Spell Shop, or a prequel to The Spell Shop, because we follow the person who created our clever talking plant who we meet in The Spell Shop. She created him, she gets turned to stone, and one day she wakes up in the greenhouse and it's covered in snow. So, I have that. I have this one that's been on numerous hopefuls throughout the year, and I haven't gotten around to it. And that is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. And again, I don't know too much about this one. I'm going to go into it blindly, but I've heard really good things about it. And if I can read this before the end of the year, I'll call it success. So, then I have Bury Our Bones in Your Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I've heard mixed things about this one, but I'm excited to read it. So this is also a chunky book. It's also a sapphic romance, I do believe. So I'm going to try and read this as well in October, hopefully. So, fingers crossed. If I do, you guys will know. And then my last book I have on this list, I have not read it yet. I got it at my library, and funny story about Emily Henry. I have a love-hate relationship with Emily Henry, so I'm gonna give Funny Story a try. And I've heard good things. One of my good friends has read it and enjoyed it, so I'm hoping I will also enjoy it. So we shall see about Funny Story, because yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Emily Henry. So, and I got it for $5 at my library. So there's that. But those are all the 13 books I want to try and get to by the end of the year. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of these. I would love to know. And like, subscribe, stay a while, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.